Part of the resistance in the last year, I've been organizing locally. I have been helping out a lot of these organizations you see here at the tables. And a big part of that has been bringing this one with me. This is Cora. She is 5 years old. They say everything I ever needed to know I learned in kindergarten, but what if you're responsible for parenting that kindergartner? And what happens when the world leaders demonstrate bullying behavior? These are the questions that parents like myself must navigate in the Trump era. Since fall 2016, ProPublica, BuzzFeed, and other news outlets have been tracking an uptick in bullying behavior in schools. The Southern Poverty Law Center calls this the Trump effect. These behaviors have to start somewhere, and often they start at home. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you're 6 or 7 or 8. To hate all the people your relatives hate, you've got to be carefully taught. So goes a song from South Pacific. We are not born with sexism, misogyny, and racism. We are taught these things by society. So as a parent, it is my obligation to consciously counteract these norms. From the very beginning, our household rejected extreme gender norms. We didn't find out the sex of our first child and thus avoided the wave of pink. If you ever want to take a step back into the 1950s, visit an infant clothing section. Cora plays with trucks and dolls, Legos, and fairy wings. She likes art and space. This is what being a girl looks like in 2018. Our bookshelves are filled with stories from around the world, featuring strong heroines like Mulan, Bessie Coleman, and Frida Kahlo. She's involved in activities where she has other strong female role models. Last fall, she joined Girl Scouts. Any Girl Scouts out there? They are the nation's largest girls' leadership program. Led nationally by a former NASA rocket scientist, yes, for real, today's Girl Scouts can be found coding, working on robotics, and taking the lead in their communities. To celebrate diversity, we expose her to all sorts of things. This holiday season, we saw Moravian puts, attended a Hanukkah celebration at the JCC, and did a solstice craft with the Lehigh Valley Pagans. One of her favorite places to visit is the Muslim Association Center. Cora's generation is the most diverse in American history, and that's reflected in her friend circle. Forever outgoing, Cora seeks out new connections wherever she goes. As a result, her friends are each wonderfully unique, coming from different families, backgrounds, and religions. This has resulted in the confident girl you see standing here. She is no crowd follower and doesn't back down when challenged. I watched as a boy told her that girls can't play football, and she smiled when she said, "Girls can do anything boys can." Cora, 5 years old, feminist. Teaching our kids to stand up for themselves and others is how we fight the Trump effect, from the playground to the classroom, even if it means going against the grain or standing alone. Right is right, even if no one else does it, said Juliet Gordon-Lowe, the founder of Girl Scouts. We start each day with a series of mantras to reinforce our values. Be kind
to everyone.
Make good choices.
Stand up for what's right.
Take turns.
And share.
My body.
My choice.
People often ask me how I balance parenting and activism. The truth is, I need her as much as she needs me. Cora, like many 5-year-olds, will say, "That's not fair." Or perhaps your child has said, "You're not the boss of me." Gloria Steinem says those statements are the basis of every social justice movement. We need to hang on to that. I agree. So remember, be kind, make good choices, take turns,
and share.
My body.
My choice.
My body.
My choice.
And time's up, right?
Time's up.